So you said that if you haven't been in people's houses, for me, I like how do you get a gauge on like how to comp their house out without like really looking at the heating system, the roof, the electrical panel, and just like the the basic foundations of the property.
Go ahead.
Like how do you do that?
Well, I think we all have our strengths and we all have our weaknesses. And so my weakness is like the contracting part of the job. I just don't really have a feel for the mechanics as I'm below average in those areas. I'm way above average on data analytics. So for me, I think that I can have a customer describe the condition. I have a pretty good sense by now, I've been at this for a while, that, nobody has a perfectly new heating, cooling system in an old rundown house. And if you ask them, is it going to tell you about it? And vice versa. Nobody's a brand new house where everything's upgraded and they have an old heating. It's usually consistent. And so for me, the variance of those things are where I want to play the majority of the game. I want to play the majority of the game where I can create the most value for the customer. Would I have a little more information if I went to the property? Of course.
Mhm.
Might that affect the pricing? It might. The other thing is that I think we as an industry and agents, I think, oversell the importance of the coming out of the gate, days on market. I think we do that as sometimes we have nothing else to talk about, so we make up stuff to talk about. My job is to get the seller the best outcome. And if worst case, I overprice it because I slightly missed the bad condition of it,
Mhm.
within a couple of weeks, we're going to adjust the price and we'll hit the number at some point. So it's not that big a deal.
Okay, so do you basically just make them, not make them, but ask them to sign like a seller's disclosure, and that helps you get a better understanding of the year and the age of the equipment, or do you guys do that in California?
Sometimes we have customers do inspections, professional inspections. Sometimes, I'll have an agent. So I see your hat with the XP. So if you know what Express Offers is, so
Yes.
Express Offers has a great checklist on property. I'll have a brand new agent that I'll pay by the hour to go in and complete that and take pictures and send that to me so I can see
Oh, man,
more
that's good.
complete. And so I might be paying $50 for somebody, but I end up with all the pictures I need and a detailed checklist of what I need. And sometimes I'll send just Express Offers as well. But that's a great tool that you have available to you as well. And other people who have other companies, you have your own inspection sheet. But I think, there's certain fundamentals you need to get checked at some point. In many cases, in my business, being in probate, the seller has never seen the property either, or they just driven on the outside, or they don't really know much about it themselves. So it's not like we have to disclose as much as a retail buyer, as a retailer seller might have to. It's a different business.
Oh yeah, no, that's good, because when I was in Colombia, I literally got 2 contracts, and I'm like, do I need to be in North America to,
No,
and I was like,
no.
man, I need to figure this out. So that when you said that, that made me think, like, how does he do it, so I can get some ideas.
You want a better outcome, ask a better question to ask Tony Robbins. I would say, what would you have to do to not have to be North America to sell more houses if you want to be outside the country? So find those answers. Look, I'm a realtor. I don't work Saturdays or Sundays. Now I do work. I say I work half a day Sunday. Sundays when I do my personal finances, and I do a piece of content. I spend about an hour and a half on work on Sunday, but I don't work at all on Saturdays ever. And I don't show property on Sundays. I don't go visit properties on Sundays. I'd ask myself, what do I have to do to organize my business to be able to do that? So I would ask you the same. What would you have to do to organize your business so that you don't ever need to be North America, or maybe rarely need to be North
Mhm.
America?
Yeah, no, that makes perfect sense. Thank you.
Sure. Thank you.